Hey ladies, it's Tanner. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am a 25-year-old non-traditional college student. So if you're looking for life hacks, hit me up and I'll try to assist you. Anyway, this is one of my life hacks. It's not a life hack. Basically, if you know me or don't know me, rude, the camera cut me off. Anyway, as I was saying,
I'm heavily addicted to caffeine.
And by heavily addicted, I mean I literally can't go an entire day without caffeine. And by caffeine, I'm not just talking about your normal cup of coffee. I'm talking straight cold brew, toddy, whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm heavily addicted. It's a problem. I realize I'm a millennial. If you put a nice coffee in front of me, I'm gonna chug it. As of recently, I have been making my own cold brew. Some people call this toddy. It just really depends. It's not like Toddy Westbrook or Tati Westbrook. It's like the coffee toddy. I make my cold brew with espresso. Some people say that that is toddy. It probably is. I'm not a barista. I've never worked at a coffee shop. But I'm going to show you guys, instead of going to Starbucks to get a venti cold brew, which is like $4.25, give or take, I'm gonna show you how to make it at home the best way, for me personally, that I have found. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need espresso or coffee, whatever you prefer. I get this from a local coffee shop called The Porch here in St. Joe. I think they get their beans from Broadway Coffee Company or something in Kansas City, Missouri. I don't know, but this is what I get because this makes the best toddy cold brew ever. Here I have a glass pitcher full of cold filtered water. You want cold water for this, in my opinion. I don't know, it's just the science. Now you're going to need a jug. I got this cold brew jug from World Market. I will link it down below. You don't need a jug that says cold brew. I just got this because for me personally, I wanted something that was designated for cold brew so I didn't have an excuse and be like, oh, I don't have a container for it. That's a lie, I do. It says cold brew, but I'll link it down below. I think it was literally like $13 and it makes 8 cups and it has like measurements on the back here. It has 1 to 8 cups, depending on how much you want to make. Then you're going to need a measuring cup utensil and a bag. This is what you will put your coffee in. This came with this container. It came with 2 of them, but I've literally only had to use 1, so let me just show you how I make the world's best cold brew. Okay, so first thing you want your container. Here it is. Here's my cold brew container. It's empty, it's clean, whatever. So now I'm going to take this little bag. I don't know, it's like you could probably just get like a cheesecloth or something. I don't really know. Also, this is not a voiceover. I'm literally talking as I'm putting this in here because, yeah, editing problems. Anyway, so I take that and I just like kind of tighten it. It really doesn't do anything. And then I'm going to take my espresso that is out of focus and I'm going to take 2 cups. So this is what this thing came with instructions, and it says 2 cups of coffee or espresso to 8 cups of water. Well, I usually don't measure, but I'm going to. If you are getting like pre-ground stuff, make sure you get you want coarse ground coffee or espresso, just because it's just better. You can make it with like fine ground coffee, but it doesn't like, I don't know, it just doesn't like mesh well with the water. And another reason why I like to use espresso is because I just think it gives it a stronger flavor, in my opinion. So that's just me. If you like it weaker, you can always dilute it. I do dilute it. I dilute my coffee when I pour it in a cup. I dilute it probably like 4 parts espresso, 1 part water, and then I add some ice. So this is the tricky part. You kind of have to like hold on to this so it doesn't fall. But I always turn it over to the side that has the cups. So you got your coffee, it's in there. Now you want to saturate all of and I'm probably like ruining the lighting, but you want to just start slow. And you really want to get every single coffee ground wet with the water. And this takes a little bit of time, but it works. And if you do this with fine ground coffee, like I said, you can, but you really have to like mix it up in here because the water just doesn't incorporate as well. You should probably be going slower than that, but see how the bag is like starting to get fully wet? We might not need more water. Nope, I think we're good. We are good. We hit the 8 cup mark. We went over it a little bit. So all I do is pull these strings, and I just submerge it into the water. I don't let the top go into the water or you're gonna have like coffee grounds in your coffee. And I just take my lid and I tie this up. So this, whoever invented this didn't do a great job because you have to like tie this up and then your coffee will eventually, since this is cloth, your coffee will eventually like start to come around here and this will start to drip off of here. I put this in the fridge on a towel just so it doesn't have coffee go everywhere. So there you go. There is your cold brew or iced coffee or whatever you want it to be. You can add your own cream or whatever. Sugar, I drink it straight because probably the only straight thing about me. But I love this cold brew. It's way cheaper. A pound of espresso or coffee gets me by for 2 weeks. That's $11 in total. So if you think about that, you're gonna spend, 4 times 5 is $20 for a coffee every single day. So if you have the time, take the time, honestly. 20 minutes, if that. Took me 20 minutes to film this video, if that. Brew this for, they say, I think it's like 12 to 14 hours. I like to do 48 because I like it strong. I have a problem. But yeah, that's the tea. I don't think cold brew is as bitter as regular like iced coffee from Starbucks. I think the iced coffee at Starbucks is trash. They probably will never sponsor me. Since this is brewed with cold coffee, there's not as so much acidity and it just tastes better. So anyway, if you ladies like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know if you want me to do any more like life hack things. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, the TikTok. Brace yourselves, and I will see you ladies next time. Bye! That was probably all out of focus, but my arm is hurting, honey.